What is our next set list item? We had one more. Metallica, right?
Metallica still finding a way to make news here. What it's been 30 years later? More than that.
Yeah,
35 years later.
Yeah.
So the headline is Metallica announce massive Black Album reissue with 53 special guests with the likes of Elton John, Corey Taylor, Miley Cyrus, Ghost, Weezer, Volbeat, on and on and on and on. I get thoughts. So what do you guys got? You guys got thoughts?
I mean, this kind of fits the whole Foo Fighters Dave Chappelle thing. It's like, hey, let's get Miley Cyrus to sing, whatever Metallica song with, Ghost doing the instrumental or whatever, as part of the band. It's kind of a spin the wheel type scenario on that. But I don't know. Metallica is always punchline's always the same, right? Like how else can we make more money? Really, is it Lars, kind of bring it to the table? Like, we're making good money, but we really should be making more. So we could redo this album and, get every big name in the industry basically and come to the table and redo this whole thing and recoup those royalties.
Yeah. I mean, you echoed my thought. It screams money grab, and I can't help.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the analogy king. I can't help but like make an analogy to, an 80s movie director that all these years later just tries to recreate the scenes with modern actors. It's like, well, don't touch that. Like, that was something great. What do you like? I don't know. And it's such a random, like Flatbush Zombies, hip hop group, Miley Cyrus, Phoebe Bridgers. I mean, they're all talented and good, but I don't know. It just, at the end of the day, I'm not going to listen to these over the originals. I can't imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you'll spin it at least once.
Well, there was a 6-minute teaser, and I'm like, I think I get the gist today.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I think me being a little more casual is more like, all right, this is something I might want to check out. Now, again, I'm not gonna spring for the massive box set and all that stuff, but I'm definitely down to stream it and see what I can glean from it if there's something cool in there. And there's a lot of awesome acts that are kind of around this. So, but it does scream money grab. It screams, how can we breathe new life into old content, old original property or whatever. So I can see that aspect, and I mean, Metallica, if they're anything, they are a money making machine. So it does make sense for them to continue to do this, and it made huge news. I know this is about a week ago that this made news, but it's interesting, and that's why. And it was kind of a slow beginning of the news week last week, so for us to get these two stories and kind of see where they went and kind of think about how we'd handle them on our end, because we're always about the why, right? That's what we do. How did this happen? Why did this happen? And that's what piqued our interest about it. So yeah, it's an I think it's interesting. I'm probably a little more intrigued by it than you guys are, but at the same time, I'm definitely it's probably a money grab.
So I'm gonna real time backpedal a little bit.
Oh yeah,
drink
in real time.
Drink.
Are you doing it in real time?
Yes. So there's the punchline here that I didn't see, which is 100% of the profits will be given to charity.
Oh wow! Well, good. It's
okay.
a money grab for a good cause then.
For a good cause. Yep. So they're going to be split between Metallica's foundation and charities chosen by all 53
Is Metallica's
guests.
foundation Lars?
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Oh man, but that does change things, and it's more of, I mean, you could view this as a fundraiser, and if that's the case, then
That's sick. Yeah, that's a great idea.
it's not lining their own pockets.
No, and I mean, it will get people to go back and listen to the other stuff, the original versions. So there's a little tiny bit of self-serving in there, but totally, that makes me feel way better about it. And I mean, there'll be some money spent just because it's for that, and people are Metallica fans and they're completists. So for sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, that brings it more to like a Live Aid type scenario more than just a Metallica. Let's give ourselves props, because originally when you were reading off the names, I was like, well, there's one that sticks out that I'd be stoked to hear, and that's obviously Corey Taylor from Slipknot, Stone Sour fame, and solo. And I started to think, if this was done in a proper nerd fashion, it would be basically all the people that album influenced, and Corey Taylor's one of those guys. So for them to reimagine the song on an album, almost like a tribute, that would make more sense in the lens of true nerdery. But if it's for a fundraiser cause, then I guess that kind of flips that on its head regardless.
Yeah, it's sad but true. But with Metallica, money, nothing else matters.
Pun intended. Wow, 2 puns. man.
Yeah, there was no Unforgiven joke in there. I couldn't
No.
leave that one in.